Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something so many of us are passionate about, getting that stronger, healthier hair we're all after. We're going to dive into 5 amazing natural elixirs that people have been using for forever. So let's get right into it.
I mean, it really feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? You're constantly walking through aisles, seeing a million different bottles, all promising miracles. It's a lot, and honestly, it can be pretty overwhelming. But what if we just cut through all that noise for a minute? Today, we're going to focus on 5 natural oils that are, timeless. They have a real track record of actually doing what they say they'll do. Now, these aren't magic, they won't fix everything overnight, but if you're consistent, you can really see a difference.
So let's kick things off with the big ones, the foundational powerhouses. You've probably heard of these two. We're talking about the classics, coconut and castor oil.
First up, of course, is the one and only coconut oil. I kind of like to call this one the foundation builder, and for good reason. People have been using this stuff for generations because it really does strengthen your hair from the inside out.
So what's the science behind it? Well, unlike a lot of oils that just kind of sit on top of your hair, coconut oil's fat molecules are super tiny. They're small enough to actually get inside the hair shaft. And it's packed with something called lauric acid, which is amazing at preventing protein loss. And that's the real secret here, right? Less protein loss means less breakage, fewer split ends, the whole deal. And using it is super simple, as you can see. The key is just to warm it up a little bit first and then really take a few minutes to massage it into your scalp. That massage alone is great for blood flow. And hey, if you can, leaving it in overnight gives you this amazing deep conditioning treatment, especially if you deal with dry or frizzy hair.
Okay, next up in our classics lineup is castor oil. Now, this one has a reputation. I know it's thick, it can be a little sticky, but trust me, it is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to encouraging new hair growth.
So why does this super thick oil work so well? Well, it's loaded with something called ricinoleic acid. All you need to know is that this stuff is amazing at improving circulation right at the scalp. And better circulation means your hair roots get more of the good stuff, like the omega-6 fatty acids that are also in the oil. It's like a 1-2 punch for nourishing your follicles.
Now, here's the #1 pro tip for using castor oil. Mix it with a lighter oil. Something like coconut oil is perfect. It just thins it out and makes it so much easier to apply. Once you've got your mix, the key is a really good scalp massage to get that circulation going before you let it sit and do its thing. All right, so we've covered the classics. Now let's move on to the specialists. These are 2 oils that are amazing because they target very specific scalp and hair issues with some serious precision. First up is Amla oil. This comes from the Indian gooseberry, and you should really think of this as a soothing, healing tonic for your scalp. It's a traditional remedy that's just fantastic for overall scalp health, and a healthy scalp is where all good hair starts. And you can totally see why it's so beloved. Amla is just packed with vitamin C and antioxidants that protect your scalp. It's also traditionally used to help with premature graying, it's great for fighting dandruff, and it can just bring dull, tired-looking hair right back to life. And the application couldn't be easier. You just apply it directly to your scalp and massage it in. The really great thing about Amla oil is that it's way lighter than something like castor oil, so it's not going to weigh your hair down nearly as much while it works its magic. Our next specialist is rosemary oil. And this one has been blowing up lately for a really good reason. It's an incredibly potent stimulator, specifically for your hair roots. So what's its secret? Well, just like castor oil, it gives a great boost to circulation in the scalp. But what's cool is it also helps reduce inflammation right at the follicle level. You add in its natural antibacterial properties, and you've basically got the perfect recipe for a super healthy scalp and much stronger roots. Okay. Listen up, because this part is really, really important. Rosemary oil is an essential oil, which means it is super concentrated. You have to mix just a few drops with what's called a carrier oil. Something like coconut or jojoba oil is perfect before you put it anywhere near your scalp. Seriously, never apply it directly. All right, we've built the foundation, we've stimulated the roots. Now it's time for our final elixir. I call this one the finisher, because it's all about perfecting the look and feel of your hair. And it's not just me. Argan oil is famously known as liquid gold. And you know what? Once you see what this stuff does for shine and softness, you totally get why. It's amazing.
It's super rich in vitamin E and fatty acids, which makes it incredible for helping repair damage from heat styling or chemical treatments. But really, its star quality is its ability to add this beautiful shine, make your hair feel super soft and tame frizz, all without weighing your hair down.
And here's where it's totally different from all the others. Argan oil works best as a leave-in treatment. So after you wash your hair, while it's still damp, you just rub a few drops between your palms and smooth it through the middle of your hair and the ends. That's it. No need to rinse.
So there you have it. 5 incredible elixirs, and each one has its own little superpower. But the big question is, how do you choose the right one for your hair? Let's break it down really quick.
Okay, this table gives you a great little cheat sheet, but here's an even simpler way to think about it. If your main goal is growth and really strengthening from the root, you're going to look at your specialists, Castor and Rosemary. If what you really need is deep repair and conditioning for your actual hair strands, turn to coconut and Amla. And for that perfect, shiny, frizz-free finish, Argan oil is your go-to, no question.
At the end of the day, the best oil is simply the one that meets your hair's unique needs. So looking at these options, which one is kind of calling out to you? Hopefully this helps you find the perfect new addition to your hair care routine. Thanks so much for joining us.